Hey guys, welcome back to J&H and Comic Wasteland. Filling in for regular J, so no J Tabian.
No, just
no.
J and H, just
J,
a different
H.
J.
This week we're actually episode 16.
Yep.
16, congrats.
Yeah.
16, talking about Archie issue 13. Roll that footage. So issue 12, that's when we find out that Mr. Lodge doesn't win the election.
Yep.
Yeah, the independent candidate wins. I think his name was Luis Lopez, if I remember off the top of my head. That's when Mr. Lodge had enough. Like he said, fuck this, we're packing our shit and we're going.
Yep.
So in the morning, Betty goes to Veronica's house.
Yeah.
To kind of patch things up, try to talk things over. And that's when Mr. Lodge decides to, fuck this, we're going now. We use Betty as the bait to kind of distract Veronica, and we'll just pack our stuff. Veronica's been ignoring Archie.
Yeah.
Because, the whole thing with the whole Battle of the Bands and stuff. And then that's when, she finally starts responding to him. Turns out Archie's phone was dying. It was, at 3%. And, she's calling him, and, that's when he's like, oh, we're going to the airport and stuff like that. He's like, oh, that's when his car doesn't start. And then that's when Betty comes, saves the day to kind of pick him up. But we don't...
Because she finds out first.
Yeah.
She finds out first.
Because she was there.
Leaving. Yeah, exactly.
She was there. Betty was supposed to meet up with Saeed for a makeup breakfast just to kind of try to patch things up.
Yeah.
She kept brushing him off, saying 10 more minutes. Yeah. He's like, all right, I'm going to be here, but I'm not going to be waiting forever. Archie's car doesn't start. That's when Betty swoops in. High-speed chase.
Pretty fast.
To the airport. Yeah, quick to the airport. Turns out, just when you think he gets there in time, it was some older-looking lady that looks like Veronica.
Yeah.
And, that's when you realize, the plane that's flying was Veronica's. So now, issue 13 is a whole new story arc.
Yeah.
Now it's it starts off with Archie really moping around just because she's gone and she hasn't responded at all.
Yeah, she's radio silent. But so's Betty. Betty's also...
Yeah, Betty's moping around too.
Because of Saeed and stuff.
They do show Josie and the Pussycats.
They do.
Because issue 2's coming out for them soon.
Yeah.
Which is really good too. I love that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then they show a cool 6-panel spread. It was the 3 on the left were Archie and the 3 on the right were Betty.
Yeah. They're pretty much living similar lives. Moping around.
They're moping around and stuff like that. So Jughead's trying to help out Archie, and Kevin Keller, I think, is that's the first time they actually showed. Yeah. He's actually a prominent character in the whole Archie series, and it's the first time they kind of just throw him in there. It was a bit.
Yeah, he could be Betty's brother.
Yeah, but
pretty much.
Yeah, he's not.
No.
I don't know. But so yeah, they try going out doing things to kind of get their minds off things. Yeah. And they're doing pretty well until I'm assuming they go back to Pops. Cause
it's always back to Pops.
It's always to eat and stuff like that, and then that's when they fall into their old habits again. And then they show Veronica. Veronica's not doing so well because she's in Switzerland in some boarding school. In some boarding school in a name that I can't pronounce.
Yeah, it's an old girl. Yeah, it's an old girl school.
I can't even try to pronounce that school's name.
Yeah.
She's trying to make the best of the situation. She's doing all right, but she's completely cut off from everyone in Riverdale.
Because her father owns the telecommunications company in
Switzerland.
Yeah.
Which it's ridiculous. So yeah, she's trying to make the best of the situation, and she's making new friends. She's doing her classes aren't that bad, and then that's when they introduce Cheryl Blossom.
Goddamn Cheryl Blossom.
She's
very two-faced.
They get along pretty well. Veronica pours her heart out to her, telling her everything about her father, Archie and Riverdale.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, she's like, oh yeah, like, you should just like, come to this party. Like, we're gonna celebrate Julia's birthday. Julia was like a girl whose parents are doing fairly well. Like,
journalists.
Journalists, but like, she has to work to kind of make ends meet.
Yeah, she's probably on a scholarship and whatever. It's a normal life for non-rich people.
Yeah, for non-privileged. So like she's like, all right, sure, like then that's when Julia comes like later on to like Veronica's house saying like, oh, it's a formal party and like I don't
borrow
really,
a dress. Yeah,
I don't have anything like that. Can I come by and like can I borrow a dress? And like Veronica's like, sure, absolutely. Like she's trying to be nice to this girl because like yeah, she's not as entitled as Veronica.
Right. And Veronica's like more than happy. You can tell she's changed a ton since Riverdale, right? Because Veronica used to be like very stuck up as well.
Very stuck up, yeah, very bougie. Yeah. But like, I guess like she's more comfortable at that school now just because like it's really like, her natural
habitat,
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's like Julia tries out the dress, like she gets it. She even gives her a car. Veronica gives her car fare for like a cab fare.
Yeah, she's like, here you go, my treat.
Yeah, and like things seem to be pretty good. And then like going on, like they show Veronica like getting all dressed up, all like hair up, gloves, and like this black, like it was like a blackish dress. And like yeah, like she goes to where like Cheryl tells her, and it's like, oh, like where's Julia? It's like, oh, you didn't get the memo? Like, like how do you not get this? Like, it's the joke's on her.
Yeah, the party's for you, but the joke's on her.
Yeah.
So mean, dude.
So yeah, Veronica's like, oh no, like she panics and like she's like she feels bad. She actually feels bad for Julia. She's not where Julia was. Like Julia wasn't there. She tried to meet up with her.
Yeah, they sent her to where is it, the city dump?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
That's really, and. So she eventually goes back to Julia's dorm and like she's like, oh, like Julia, I didn't know. And Julia's not having any of it. She's like, fuck this. Like, you knew, I saw the pictures. You're just like all of them. Just leave me alone. Like, I just want to enjoy my birthday quietly by myself.
Yeah.
And stuff. So
Veronica's like back in square one between like this evil chick and the person that could have possibly been her friend is just
like the one person who could have been her friend, like her genuine friend.
Yeah.
Is like she's like she burned that bridge.
Yeah.
So now they show like Cheryl talking to her brother Jason.
Jason Blossom.
Yeah. Like like oh now she has her like she really setting her sights on Veronica.
Yeah.
And, like, she's
really she fuck shit up.
Yeah. Really stick it to her like
for no reason.
Yeah. No. Just because like she's like the queen of the
lodge.
School.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now like they go after Archie. How?
We don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know yet, but
they're probably gonna like send Jason to Riverdale.
Potentially, or I don't know.
Do some recon work.
Maybe like she'll just like go in like on a private jet to like to Riverdale. I don't know.
It could be anything.
So it's a new artist this time. It's Joe Eisma of Morning Glories. He did like a run on Big Trouble in Little China.
Dude, I fucking love Morning Glories.
Yeah, like you kind of see the resemblance in Jade in Veronica. I don't know if you got like that little vibe from that. Yeah, it's first new artist. How do you think he compares to like the previous four?
Oh, the previous four artists?
Yeah, like I mean, like I'm really nitpicking, but like I really wasn't a fan of his Archie. Like it looked a bit off compared to like everyone else.
It's true. It did look different. It didn't. It looked more like classic Archie as opposed to like.
Okay, yeah, we could go with that. But but everyone else, like Cheryl, he did a good job on Cheryl. Veronica kind of. Oh, even Cheryl kind of resembles Casey a little bit from Morning Glories. Like like especially like in that last page where they show like Veronica like overlooking Cheryl. Yeah. They kind of look similar. It's $4.
More or less.
$4. There was 3 cover options. There was Veronica Fish, Audrey Mark, the current artist for Josie and the Pussycats, which is something like I would recommend you to get on the bandwagon while you can.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's Cameron Stewart. Yeah, I loved it. Where do you think it's gonna go in terms of? I mean, like I still read this. Like I read this like first. Like
I still read it. I still read it religiously. Like Archie always comes first.
Like, you know,
Always.
like I just read it first just because I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it here for this episode. Like, you know, I had my wisdom teeth taken out, so it's like I don't know how I'm able to talk like I'm doing pretty well.
Agreed.
Uh,
Nah, man, I'm ready to see some like crazy shit go down. I just want to see how like it unfolds.
like I mean, like yeah, 'cause like it's very mean girls.
Mean Girls, yeah.
It's like
They're doing things just to do them because they can. I
they're
guess.
bored. I don't know, but yeah, definitely check it out. A lot of time. I think Archie Comics is running a sale, like 20% off, like complete order. So
There you go.
that's how you could like buy the trade, get caught up to date. We both recommend it.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
thanks a lot for watching. Tune in next time.
Yeah, we'll see you next time. We'll try
Yeah.
to keep you abreast of what's going on, and thank you for watching.